it became very clear to us that we had to have a place for Black students to have a sense of community where they felt safe. The university admitted students of color, but there wasn't a structure to provide the services, support services that they would need in order to be successful in an environment that's very, very different. And so having the Black House and moving toward a sense of comfort where there were other people like them instead of the pattern of isolating them throughout the campus.
We thought that diversity and integration were sort of one and the same thing, that if you just admitted students, everything else would take care of itself. And we very quickly learned that everything else didn't take care of itself. That this was really a white institution in terms of its norms and mores and the expectations and the backgrounds from which the students came. We finally realized that, whoops, we really have to, this won't work, and we were helped to realize it by a lot of the minority students who said, we need our own assistant to the president, we need our own center to gather.
It was a great place for mentoring, kind of career coaching, to connect people with other people in the community, to provide emotional support. So they provided a place for home away from home.
You could stop in whenever, someone was always there. You catch up with whoever was there. And we didn't have phones and things back there. So that was like the central location for people would just descend there. Like you went back to your mom's house. The Black House was home.
In the 80s, when I came back as a staff member, I got to see the same environment from a different perspective. Students were a very important force on campus, and there were a lot of things that came into being because of student advocacy. Campus Black institutions, African and Afro-American Studies, the Committee on Black Performing Arts, Ujamaa, the Black Theme House dorm, the Black House, which was sort of the hub. That was the home of the Black Community Services Center, and it also housed the BSU. So all of these institutions were the sites of either student participation or student advocacy. So there was this fervor about protecting them and making sure that they survived. So we were right in the center of what students were doing to sort of create their own co-curricular experience on campus.
They did a lot of things with the Black Community Services Center for us during the admit weekend, and I had not felt that comfortable in my life in a long time. We moved to California when I was 11 or 12, and it was a bit of a culture shock because it was mostly white, and it was just odd. Like, I spoke differently. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, and so coming to admit weekend was the first time I felt comfortable in my own skin again.
I feel like the Black House was like
Home.
Yeah, it was home.